Yo, Tama here. Oh, so these are my wireless headphones or earphones, whatever you want to call it. These are my Jaybird X4 earphones, which I have been owning for almost 2 years, and it's pretty amazing. But then recently I came across this Sony WF-XB700. I know for a fact that even if I'm gonna buy it, I'm not gonna use it daily, or rather, I'll use it only in the future. But on top of all of this, my mind still wants that earphones, which brings us to the story itself, and we are gonna talk about history a little bit here and there. In early days, there wasn't so much scientific technological innovations, and people really didn't know what to do. Rather, they would just live in the jungle or own a couple of stones, maybe. And when we go all the way back to 14th century, there used to be guys called cabal. Cabal is a small group of people who plan secretly to take action, especially political action. So there was these people who used to control all the other people, who want something or to trade something for. And if you go back to ancient Rome, basically the traders were able with letters of credit to obtain goods far from home and bring them back to Rome. These letters of credits are like return letters, of credit to give to people so that they get something in return. But then if you go back even earlier, or before the invention of money, the earliest form of exchange was barter. You have a cow and need grain to feed her. I grow grain and trade it to you in exchange for milk and cheese. Barter is just exchange of goods and services without using money. And if you just take a look at all these situations, we have got no money involved, we have got no materialism involved, we have got no credit cards involved, we have got no technology involved. It was just raw exchange of goods and services back in the days. But now we have credit cards, we have money, we have gold, we have diamonds. We can spend our money whenever we want, wherever we want, anytime we want. To be honest, money is a nice technological innovation from the early days because it gives us a purpose to live on this planet Earth. To say the least, we Homo sapiens are the most sophisticated people ever lived on this planet Earth, period. We have shelter, we have food, we have money, we have good water to drink, we are safe in our homes, we have everything, and we are sophisticated. But on top of all of this, we humans love materialism so much. We are never settled and we are never satisfied with what we have. And don't get me wrong, having all those materialistic desires is not wrong, although it gives us a purpose to live on this planet Earth, end of the day. But then from all this money and materialism comes the Diderot effect. Diderot? I don't know, Diderot effect. So I'm gonna tell you guys the story of a French philosopher who is Denis Diderot, who has been poor for entire life. So he was a 52-year-old with his daughter and he was about to marry. But then he knew that he could not afford a dowry, and the only wealth that he had in his name was an encyclopedia. And fortunately, the Empress of Russia had offered him to buy all of the library from him for 1,000 euros. So shortly after this lucky incident, he decided to buy a new rope for him, and that is when this whole effect happens and everything went wrong. The moment he knew that his robe was very beautiful, he immediately noticed that all of the possessions that surrounded him had no coordination or no beauty, and he soon felt the urge to buy more new things, to sort of match with the robe that he is wearing every day. So what he did was he replaced his old rug, and these reactive purchases have become to known as the Diderot effect. Diderot effect states that obtaining a new possession often creates a spiral of consumption which leads you to acquire more new things. As a result, we end up buying things that our previous selves never needed to feel happy or fulfilled. You guys get the idea that I'm trying to emphasize related to the jailbird, right? If you closely look at my situation, it is as if a feedback loop between the output that is this earphones, and between the input, that is my Sony earphone. This feedback loop is never settled, and we are all running the rat race in order to make the loop satisfied. When the loop itself is closed, we are satisfied. When the loop is not closed, we are not satisfied. So we try to close the loop at all times. But when the loop becomes large enough, we consequently run out of money, making our lives detrimental. But if I try to stop that loop and get control of it, I think I'll lead a stress free life, to say the least. I personally believe that if I stop chasing all those materialistic desires, I can have the freedom to experience new things, and new hobbies in life which I want to pursue and try out with all the money that I have, because it is all those experiences that is going to come with me till my death, and all these materialistic objects is eventually going to die before I do.